What's up, guys? PowerManiac720 here, and I have for you another another video from the ORAS Battle Spot Doubles in-game ladder. So day one, or my first video, I showcased, I think it was Mega Sceptile, and then yesterday was Mega Ampharos, and today I'm going to go with Mega Lopunny. So you see my team on screen there is Rotom, Heat, Gastrodon, Lopunny, Smeargle, Cobalion, and Hydreigon. So Rotom Heat has White Herb, Assault Vest on Gastrodon, Mega Stone, Focus Sash, Life Orb on Cobalion, and Hydreigon has Choice Scarf. So this team definitely, I think, going to be interesting. Of course, I have Lopunny with Smeargle, because I think the two of them together is very deadly. As you can see, my first opponent is 1683 from Mexico. I kind of have the two of them function kind of like Con Artist did last year, except the big difference is that Lopunny gets Scrappy as a hidden a Mega ability, which allows it to fake out Ghost types, something that Kangaskhan couldn't do in Mega form, which is nice. So my opponent's team, as I said, is a 1683. I'm at 1592 right now. My opponent's team is Greninja, Landorus, Whimsicott, Gallade, Zapdos, and Heatran. So of course the Mega here is obviously Gallade. It's the only Mega he has on the team. He's got Whimsicott. I think, honestly, that he's going to lead with Whimsicott because he's going to want to lead with a Prankster. And so I'm going to take care of that Whimsicott right off the bat. I'm not going to lead Smeargle. I'm going to lead Lopunny and Cobalion. I think that's going to give me pretty good coverage against most of his team. I'm going to bring Gastrodon in the back because it deals really well with Zapdos. It's going to deal really well with Heatran, and it does pretty well against Landorus as well. And then in the back, I have a few options. I could take Rotom to deal with, that will deal well with Zapdos. And Heatran. I could take Hydreigon to deal with his Landorus, because his Landorus is probably Scarfed. I could bring Smeargle to put things to sleep in the end. So I think I'm actually going to go with Hydreigon. I think having that fast Choice Scarfer, because unless he's Jolly, I'm going to be faster than him because I am modest with max speed, or 252 speed. So let's see how this works out. I definitely think I have a good matchup against him. I have a couple Pokemon that wall him pretty hard. So as you can see, I lead Lopunny and Cobalion. He leads Landorus and Gallade. So definitely it's going to be a tough turn for me. I'm not going to go for the fake out on the Gallade because, of course, Gallade gets inner focus, so faking it out does absolutely nothing. I am going to fake out and Iron Head the Landorus. I'm just going to double target it right off the bat. He withdraws Landorus, so let's see what he switches in here. And he switches in Whimsicott, so I'm going to pick up a KO, hopefully right off the bat on this Whimsicott, which is nice because Prankster users can always cause you a lot of issues in the field. Even if they don't actually have any attacking moves, they can, lower your attack, lower your special attack, lower your speed, paralyze you, confuse you. They can do all sorts of annoying things. So Lopunny goes for the fake out onto Whimsicott. I don't know if I'm going to KO here because I got intimidated, but I am Life Orb. Wow. And I do not even come close. So I'm guessing I'm going to get close combated here, but who's he going to hit? He's going to Drain Punch, and he's going to hit Lopunny. So right off the bat, I lose my Mega, which is pretty unfortunate. And now I am... So I'm going to send in Hydreigon because... I need to threaten that Gallade is going to outspeed me, and it's going to hit my Cobalion, which I cannot have. I don't think Drain Punch will KO because Cobalion has base 129 defense. I'm going to go right in for the Draco onto Gallade, and I'm just going to once again Iron Head the Whimsicott. He probably was not expecting me to outspeed, whereas I'm only base 98 and he's base 110. So I get it off. Gallade not very bulky, and I get the crit too, so I'm able to pick up the KO. And also you can see this Whimsicott just attacked me, probably going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. But I actually outspeed it first anyway, and I hit it with an Iron Head. So I am in pretty good shape right now. I have I'm up 3-2. I still have, if he has Heatran in the back with Landorus, I know he has Landorus, but if he has Heatran as well, then I'm going to be in excellent shape for this end game. So we see Landorus, of course, comes out, and Greninja comes out. So it's definitely going to be an interesting ending to this match. I'm not really sure who I want to go for here. I'm guessing he's choice locked his Landorus, and I'm guessing he doesn't want to go for an Earthquake because he can't hit my Hydreigon otherwise. I'm actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Draco onto the Greninja, and I'm also going to go for a Helping Hand. My Cobalion runs Close Combat, Iron Head, Helping Hand, and Protect. So I'm at -2, so I'm not going to do much anyway, and my Hydreigon's at -2, so I need to make this as powerful as possible. So the Draco comes in, and doesn't pick up the KO. Pretty close, but Helping Hand not quite enough. Goes for the Superpower of my Cobalion, and it does pick up the KO. So I'm guessing an Ice Beam's coming out right now from this Greninja, so let's see how much it does. Especially if it's Life Orb. Oh, he's going to go for a Low Kick. I don't think that'll KO me. I don't know how heavy Hydreigon are. And it does not KO me, so I should have this match locked up. I really don't see a way I can lose this unless I really mess up. His Landorus could be sashed, which is a way I could lose this, but I'm going to just drop another Draco in on the Greninja, and I'm going to Ice Beam the Landorus. And he forfeited, so alright. So right off the bat, I win my first game, 2-2. I don't know why my opponent quit there. He definitely still had a chance if I missed Draco. But so, of course, right off the bat, I lost my Mega, but as you can see, Scarf Hydreigon was really clutch in that match and did a really, really nice job. That match only took me 6.5 minutes, so I'm going to go with another match here. So this is actually the first time I'm using this team. I had not done any previous battles with it. So it's good to see it worked out. I just kind of looked for Pokemon that had good coverage. Gashon lets me hit a lot of things. Always nice to have Fire with Rotom Heat. Always nice to have Steel with Cobalion. And so my next opponent is from Japan, 1579 rating. I'm at 1612 currently. So his team is Salamence, Suicune, Aegislash, Rotom, Amoonguss, Sylveon, and Talonflame. So he definitely has a couple interesting options here. He has a Tailwind Hyper Voice option with the Talonflame Sylveon, which is very deadly. And he also has a Rage Powder Dragon Dance option with the Salamence and the Amoonguss. Definitely, I think the most deadly thing here is that lead. His Salamence is obviously the Mega. It's the only Mega he does have on the team. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to lead Lopunny and Smeargle, because I don't really see a way he can shut that down. And I'm going to bring Hydreigon again in the back, because that way I can, as long as he can get a Dragon Dance off, I'll be able to outspeed and Oko his Salamence. And for my last Pokemon, I'm going to bring Gastrodon. Gastrodon does well against Aegislash, does well against Salamence, not well against Salamence, but I survive Jolly Double Edge, and I KO back Ice Beam, and I wall Suicune to hell and back, so let's see how this works out. Like I said, I think the thing I really need to watch out for is the Salamence and Amoonguss lead. But I think leading Lopunny and Smeargle is going to do really well with that, because I can fake out either of them in Dark Void, and if he double protects, then I can put asleep the Amoonguss before he is able to Dragon Dance. And even if he does Dragon Dance, then I just get a free turn to throw a Dark Void out there. So I definitely think I'm going to be in really good shape for this match. Another thing he could do, of course, is he has two Tailwinders on the team with Suicune and Talonflame, so he could just go right out. He could lead, Talonflame and Salamence. He could protect with Salamence and then Tailwind, and then I could be in big trouble, especially if I end up missing a Dark Void. I think the key to this match is going to be not missing the Dark Void. I always seem to miss the Dark Void on the key Pokemon that I don't want to miss it on. So he leads Sylveon and Amoonguss. Definitely a lead that I like seeing, especially since Smeargle outspeeds both of them. So of course I'm going to right off the bat, I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm actually going to fake out the Amoonguss and I'm going to Dark Void. I'm picking out the Amoonguss because if I miss, it's kind of a lose-lose situation if I miss. Either I go to sleep with Spore, or I get Hyper Voice and Lopunny gets KO'd, and once again Lopunny ends up doing nothing, which is definitely not what I want. So, I don't know. Another option I could have had is I probably should have faked out the Sylveon just because, A, if I miss, then Hyper Voice is going to hurt, and B, it probably isn't carrying Protect. A lot of Sylveon are Choice Spect. And I know Aaron Zhang runs Choice Scarf, which I'm sure is going to become more popular since his videos are obviously really popular, and he does well with Choice Scarf. Definitely an interesting option, I think. It's going to be... Let's see what he does here. So, he doesn't protect either of his Pokemon, so this is going to come down to Dark Void hitting. It's going to hit at least one of them. Hopefully it hits the Sylveon. I don't mind if it misses the Amoonguss so much. It hits both. Alright. So, good first turn right off the bat. Now, I have an option. I have a few options here with Smeargle. I can keep it in. I can transform into his Sylveon. I can transform into anything on the field. What I don't want to do is transform into Lopunny because that could result in Sylveon getting a wake up and hyper voicing me right off the bat. I actually think I'm going to... See, I don't want to switch though either because if he wakes up, I could be destroyed. I think I'm going to transform into his Sylveon. I think that'll give me the best option to hit hard. That way, even if he wakes up, I have a Sylveon on the field. And worst comes to worst, I might have to switch out. So Lopunny goes for the return, which does a pretty good chunk of damage. Wow, I like the looks of that. Please don't wake up. Oh my god, Sylveon woke up. And that's why you don't transform into Lopunny. Can't believe he woke up. At least the Amoonguss stays asleep. So, definitely in a tough spot here. My Hydreigon does not carry Fire Blast. So, I kind of have to target that Sylveon with Earth Power because right now I'm going to have a speed tie with the Sylveon, and if I lose it, then I'm in huge trouble. And the Sylveon has 2 attacks. It has Hyper Voice and Sleep Talk. Oh. So it looks like I'm going Hyper Voice. Or I could switch. I'm just going to Hyper Voice. So I'm going to Earth Power and Hyper Voice. So I need to KO that Sylveon. Like, that's my priority right now. That Amoonguss is definitely going to be tough to deal with. I probably should have brought Rotom because it deals with Suicune and Amoonguss. So in 2 matches so far, I've used Lopunny, and it hasn't really done much because it's been OHKO'd twice. So at least this Amoonguss is going to feel the full power of my Hyper Voice. Not that it matters. Oh! I didn't KO it! Oh! Oh my god. So I lose the speed tie, and Earth Power doesn't pick up the KO. Oh my god. Well, looks like it's Gastrodon versus the world. Wow, that is unfortunate. I'm just going to start spamming Muddy Water and hope for some accuracy drops. I am Assault Vest. That still does over half, though. So at least I pick up the KO on the Sylveon. I'm guessing Amoonguss is going to wake up here. I think this is the 3rd turn, so I think it has to wake up. And I get a critical hit and the accuracy drop. I'm still in this. He goes for the Spore. Yeah, I avoid it. Yes, accuracy drop comes in clutch. What's next? I'm guessing probably his Salamence. Because Salamence can just end this. Yep. So unless he's special, it's going to be over. But whereas he's running Amoonguss, I'm guessing he's physical. Alright, well. An unfortunate game for me. I guess, yeah, so double edge, of course. I survive it if I'm full health, but not if I'm half. Alright, well, those first two battles were only 15 minutes, so I think I'm going to do a third one. Couple of really quick battles. I got destroyed there. Definitely one of my big faults there was not bringing Cobalion or Amoonguss, or not Amoonguss, Rotom, because that way I really didn't have any way to deal with Amoonguss anyway. I think I can 2-hit KO it with Ice Beam, but I mean it's gonna put me to sleep or Giga Drain me before I can 2-hit KO it. So also the fact that they got that quick wake up definitely hurt. Otherwise I would have been in a pretty good position for the rest of the match. I could have switched out Hydreigon into Gastrodon, and then I would have had Hydreigon Scarfed versus that Salamence. But of course, like I said, he could have Dragon Danced anyway. So now my rating is 1595. I've done 98 total battles, 2 away from 100. Woo! Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the game we play, though. I mean, it's a lot of luck-based. It happens, whatever. Communication with other trainers interrupted. You know, I'm actually going to cut this this video short here, so I'll do battles 99 and 100 next time. Till next time, guys, bye.